Tech and clips.
Yeah. Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Philip. This is Philiminzyvlogs. You're welcome. And I hope you stay to the end. Now, today we are going to do something a little bit different. How to subscribe on the channel actually sent me this link, asking me to react to it. Wanted to see my perspective about this video. As you can see by the title, this video is about the best rock vocalists of all time. The best rock vocalists of all time. We have 10 of them. I've never seen it. So today I'm gonna watch it with you guys and hopefully give my perspective about it. I mean honestly, I'm really hoping to see some names in there. Started this channel, we've done a lot of reactions to some very, very good rock vocalists. I can mention Freddie Mercury, I can mention Steve Perry. These guys are all very, very, very good. So honestly, I'm actually looking forward to seeing them make that. This list. I don't know how viable this list is, but let's see what this video unravels. So yeah, super excited so far. Stoked to see what this video is all about. Like and subscribe if you haven't already joined the family. As always, turn on your post notifications. So when we drop new videos, you'll be the first to be notified. Yeah. Without wasting much time, let's dig in. The best rock vocalists of all time. 10 of them. Let's go.
Top 10 best rock vocalists. Number 10, Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
Who is this?
Stevie Nicks?
This top is started by the current reigning Queen of Rock and Roll, the title awarded by Rolling Stone magazine. Stevie Nicks is considered one of the most successful singers of her generation. Proof of this, in 1998, as a member of Fleetwood Mac, Stevie joined the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If there's one thing whereby Stevie Nicks is distinguished, it's her harsh voice and her bold compositions, which inspired to more than one important female rock star like Courtney Love, Sky Ferreira, and Florence Welch. Thanks to her grandfather, a talented country singer, Stevie Nicks inherited his musical talent, which she carries in her blood. Can you believe that he taught her to sing at the age of 4? This great vocalist was nominated for 9 Grammy Awards as a member of the band Fleetwood Mac, winning the category of Album of the Year for Rumors in 1978.
Okay.
As a vocal soloist, Stevie was not left behind. She was nominated for 8 Grammy Awards, holding the record for most nominations for the best female rock vocal. She's simply all a rock star.
Okay, guys. Unfortunately, I've never heard of Stevie Nicks. I've never heard any of her music. I've never heard about her in general. But I'm pretty much sure she's as good. If she's making this list, then she must be very, very good. So I'll definitely note her name down. Check out a few of her music. Yeah. She did the number 10 position. Let's continue.
Wilder. She's wild.
Number 9, Mick Jagger.
Okay.
Have you got the body movement like Jagger? Mick Jagger was born in 1943 in Dartford, England. This British composer, musician, and actor is considered one of the most popular and influential singers in the history of rock and roll. Believe it or not, he is remembered as a model student and excellent basketball player.
Okay.
But at 20, Mick didn't hesitate to leave his studies at the London School of Economics to go and enjoy the long road of success as the lead singer of the Rolling Stones. The rebellion, his main characteristic, made him a great icon of the counterculture, that is, of the rejection of everything that is normally imposed by society. It was the key to the great success of the band and what the public was looking for. and not to mention the crazy movements of Mick on stage.
Whoa.
Seeing him dancing like that, who could imagine that he'd be named Knight of the Order of the British Empire in 2003 for his contribution to popular music? Besides, in 1989, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, Mick Jagger, right? I hope I got the pronunciation. All right, Mick Jagger did number 9 position. You know, unfortunately, I haven't, heard of him. Also, never heard his music. But like I'm gonna say, if he's in the list, definitely he must be very good. So yeah, I'll definitely note his name down, and then check out his music. Just like Stevie Nicks. So yeah, please help me down in the comment section with a few of few songs titles, and then I'll open a whole new chapter, for them both. Yeah, let's continue.
Number 8, Steven Tyler.
Okay, I knew Steven Tyler for Aerosmith.
A crazy life worthy of a rock star and a big mouth.
Okay.
It's something that characterizes the vocalist of the band Aerosmith. Steven Tyler, singer, composer, and actor,
he is good.
From an early age was instructed in music by his father, Victor Tallarico, who was a pianist and a classic musician.
Nice.
For his powerful voice, in 1970, Steven Tyler became the lead singer of Aerosmith.
Oh.
Known as the Bad Boys from Boston. Aerosmith not only sold more than 150 million copies in the world and 70 million in the United States, but this band also obtained 25 gold, 18 platinum, and 12 multi-platinum albums, in addition to 1 diamond album and 4 gold singles.
Nice.
If you have the rock soul, at least you must have an original copy among your collection, right? In 2001, Steven Tyler was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame along with Aerosmith. The incredible voice of this rock legend is on the Planet Rock on DAB digital radio chart of the 40 best rock vocalists of all time.
He's good. He's good.
Number 7, Steve Perry.
Steve Perry.
Surely this song is one of your favorites.
Yep.
And how can it not be if it's one of the best songs of Steve Perry, who is famous for his vocal range of tenor? Not for nothing, he was nicknamed The Voice.
Yep.
This American singer and composer has one of the most acclaimed and privileged voices in the rock world.
That's true.
But did you know that Steve Perry worked on a turkey farm? Yes, he dedicated himself to it after losing a friend who was also a drummer for the band Alien Project. But one day he received a call from the manager of a San Francisco-based band, Journey, and the long journey of success began, giving the chance to Steve Perry to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Journey in 2017, for later being considered one of the 10 best rock singers of all time by a mean survey of readers of classic rock of the year 2009.
Nice.
I don't know about you, but I don't get tired of listening to this song. Number 6, Axl Rose.
Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. Yes.
The incredible voice of Axl Rose has accomplished to shake the foundations of the rock world, being on top of the ranking as the best singer in the world of all time, according to ConcertHotels.com, for his incredible vocal range. There's no doubt about his talent. His voice is so versatile that it can reach very high and low notes.
Yeah.
You just have to listen to There Was a Time and Ain't It Fun. Did you notice it before? It's incredible. Axl Rose always had a rebellious character. Also, before the age of 18, he was already qualified as a problematic boy. However, Axl decided to leave his hometown in Indiana to form the band that would later become one of the most influential in history for his musical legacy, Guns N' Roses.
Yep.
What he never leaves behind was his explosive temperament when he was on stage. He's had some bursts of anger and even abruptly left concerts.
Whoa.
I'm going home.
Whoa.
What would you have done if you had been a part of the audience? Would you have applauded, or would you have asked them for the refund of your ticket?
Definitely a refund.
Despite the controversial attitude, within the great vortex of American rock, Rose achieved to position himself as number 30 on the chart of the 100 best singers of all time, according to Rolling Stone magazine. Number 5, Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison. Never heard of him.
My only
friendly end.
Poetry and rock. This was one of his greatest contributions to music history. For his creativity and wild performances, Jim Morrison is considered one of the most iconic and influential singers in the history of rock.
Okay.
Rebellious and wild. Jim Morrison proclaimed himself the Lizard King who could do everything he wanted. From 1965, Jim Morrison was the lead vocalist of the rock band The Doors, with which he sold more than 100 million albums worldwide. Unfortunately, the alcohol and drug dependency ended his brilliant career. His voice died down at 27 in Paris.
Oh, that's
It's
unfortunate.
assumed that he could have died of an overdose of heroin. As no autopsy was performed, the cause of his death will always be a mystery. Despite Morrison's death, his talents continued shining. In 2011, Rolling Stone magazine awarded him in 5th place of the chart of the best singers of all time. If you do have any clue of what could have been the cause of his death, please tell me in the comments. Number 4. David Bowie.
David Bowie,
Considered
okay.
one of the pioneers of glam rock, the
Okay.
talented David Bowie served as an inspiration for many innovators of the punk rock music movement.
Okay.
Something you undoubtedly had not noticed is that his eyes looked different. Although the truth is that he had a permanently dilated pupil as a consequence of a punch that was received from his classmate.
Whoa.
Well, I think now he has a more mysterious look. What do you think? Thanks to his great talent, David Bowie won several awards and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1996. Even Rolling Stone magazine ranked him as number 39 of the 100 greatest rock artists of all time. But it was in 1985 when there was an encounter between two greats. Bowie and Jagger recorded together Dancing in the Street to raise funds for Ethiopian famine.
Okay.
What a combination! Number 3. Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, okay.
Are you ready for rock and roll?
Oh, number 3, 3rd position.
Elvis Presley was the best-selling solo artist in the history of popular music. He had a difficult beginning because his father was in jail for fraud, and his family depended on the government. Despite this, the king of rock and roll was already heard at singing competitions at 10 years old. He never wasted his time. According to Elvis, he was so shy. Who would say that years later his frantic movements on the stage would be considered outrageous? Just look at it. No wonder girls went crazy when they watched him dance. His charisma didn't go unnoticed, and a way to prove it is that at 21, Elvis Presley was one of the most famous people in the world and the leading figure of rock and roll. What rock singer can say that he went to war, came back, and took Hollywood by storm? Well, only Elvis Presley, who after serving his country for 2 years, he went back in 1960 and recorded more than 27 films. During his successful career in music, Elvis not only received 4 Grammy Awards, but also he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986.
Wow.
Number 2. Robert Plant.
Robert Plant,
This
who's
great
that?
English musician, composer, and producer stands out as the incredible voice of the rock band Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Robert Plant
wow.
is known as the Golden God and is considered as one of the most outstanding and influential musicians in history. According to what he has said in some interviews, since he was a child, he had an interest in singing and rock and roll. Guess who he admired and tried to imitate? Why, the great Elvis Presley.
Okay.
Can you imagine Robert, at the age of 10 years old, moving like Elvis? What? But what madness! The talent of the Golden God has swept all the charts. He was chosen as the great voice of rock by popular vote organized by Planet Rock Radio in 2009. And in 2006, Hit Parader magazine placed him in the first position of the 100 best metal vocalists of all time. But that's not all. In 2018, the American Music Association awarded him the American Music Honors and Award for a lifetime of achievements. Oh, but what do we hear in the distance?
Whoa.
It can't be possible. Yes, here it comes. Number 1, Freddie
Freddie's
Mercury.
number 1, wow.
Freddie Mercury is the undisputed winner of this top for his mastery domain of the stage, his powerful voice, and a life full of art.
Wow.
Surely more than once you've been surprised by his unique theatrical style during his performances. Freddie Mercury was an authentic showman who used all possible resources, such as costumes as extravagant like this one, or maybe this one, and extremely exaggerated gestures like this one, or this one.
Whoa.
He was unique, and his creative ability is unquestionable. You just have to listen to his most famous compositions, such as Killer Queen, Don't Stop Me Now, and the most glorious of all, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
His incomparable and almost celestial voice was so imposing that some scientists from the journal Logopedics Phoniatrics Vocology decided to study his voice in 2015.
Wow.
They concluded that Freddie had such an exceptional voice that he was able to produce subharmonics even when he speaks. In fact, at some point you have wondered why he didn't have a perfect smile like other artists after reaching absolute fame. It's simple. Freddie had a malformation in his teeth and, despite the advice, he preferred not to fix it because he thought it'd modify the sound and range of his extraordinary voice.
I was born with 4 additional incisors. More space in my mouth means more range.
But come on, we all love that peculiar smile. Indeed, his musical legacy remains intact today and will remain like this for a long time. Long live the Queen.
Whoa.
If you enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe by activating the bell for more crazy content. See you in the next video here at TrendMax. And remember,
I love you just a little more.
Wow. Okay, guys. We just watched you know, the best rock vocalists of all time, and wow, I'm actually surprised. I mean, you know, at who hit #1. Not surprised like in a bad way. I mean, even before we began this video, I mentioned a couple of names that I was hoping to you know, be in the list. You know, I mentioned Steve Perry, I mentioned Freddie Mercury, you know, and I mean, these two made the list, for which I'm very happy about. I mean, like, they are very, very good. You guys would agree. Now, I mean, I would agree there were a few you know, rock singers, you know, on the list that I wasn't really familiar with. You know, the guy from Led Zeppelin, you know. We're about to check out, you know, their music. You know, like I said, you know, we have so many you know, bands and artists to check on this channel, you know, like, but I mean, we'll definitely get there, you know. And like I said, if you know, I mean, if we find any artists that make this list, you know, means this artist is very good. You know, I can speak for Steve Perry, I can speak for Axl Rose, I can speak for Freddie Mercury, I can speak for Elvis Presley, I can speak for the guy from Aerosmith. Is it Steven Taylor or something? Yeah, the guy from Aerosmith. Yeah, you know, that is because we've done reactions to the music on the channel, you know. So I mean, yeah, but I mean, this is a very interesting video. You know, I say this because I mean, I don't know how viable it is, you know, but I mean, shout outs to TrendMax. You know, they put this video together, you know. But the only problem I have with the video is I mean Steve Perry made the seventh position. I mean, I feel like Steve should have made like a top 3 or top 4, you know. Sorry, guys. Top 3 or top 4, you know. Talking about Freddie Mercury, Elvis Presley, Steve Perry, and then maybe David Bowie, you know. Yeah, I mean, top 3, top 4, top 5. I mean, Steve should have made that list. I mean, but I mean, for, you know, they put him on the 7th position. I feel like, nah, I mean, Steve is way better than, you know, the 7th position. So yeah, that's just my take. But I mean, aside that, I think this video is very informative, you know. So yeah, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section, and you know, let me know your top 10 vocalists, rock vocalists of all time. You know, you can just give me your own personal one in the comment section. I'll definitely read and share my views, you know, comment and whatever. Yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already joined the family. You know, all love, no negativity up in here. And you know, until the next music reaction, you know, stay safe, take care, and then peace out.